Okay, we are streaming, I think. Yes, we are. Um, I apologize that this stream is later than it normally is. We streamed extra early yesterday, and now we're streaming a little bit later today. Today, I figured we could do more of the four card mayhem. How's it going, Nathan? You're the first one here. Um, you probably saw in the Discord, but this is actually the earliest I've ever streamed. Like, this has been the shortest amount of time that's elapsed from when I woke up to when I started to stream. Normally, I start a stream like an hour after I wake up because I need to get up, get ready. I make my bed. Um, I'm not sick. I just woke up, but it's like usually I wake up, I make my bed, um, I drink a couple little energy drinks, and then I brush my teeth. I haven't even had time to do that, so I still have my drinks here that I'm gonna just drink while we play. I haven't even made my bed yet. I don't know if you guys. My bed is still messy. It's like this is the shortest amount of time that has elapsed from when I woke up to when I started. Um, did I make my 100th Clash video recently? Did I? I think it's been more than that. Because I think on the channel I have. Let's see. No, I guess it's on YouTube. It should show how many videos I have, and um, most of them are Clash videos. So 256 videos. I think there's a playlist of Clash Royale here. Yeah, 203. So I've made quite a few Clash videos. I guess we just crossed 200. I figured this would be the deck that we try out the Ford card showdown with in Clash specifically. Yeah, I think most of them are Clash. I guess if 203 are Clash and there's 256 videos, then yeah, that would mean 50 or so are outside of Clash with Retro Bowl, or there's been a couple other games I've tried out. So I guess we just crossed 200 videos. I will not waste I will not waste your guys' time. We can jump into a game. I know Fenrir has been waiting to see gameplay. He texted into the Discord, wondering if there was going to be a stream, and I think I hadn't even woken up by that time. I think. Okay, I wonder if we can use this on defense. Okay, I guess that kind of worked out. Kind of crazy that you can use the wall breakers, the evil wall breakers, on defense, and they can still like get damage. Hello, noob. How's it going? Thank you for the pass, Royale. You're welcome. I'm glad you liked it. Glad you're using it. I haven't got Steam. I haven't got Steam yet. All right, this guy's just gonna go for his Dart Goblin spam. It looks like, so we'll kind of set up some Dart Goblins as well. Should we just keep spamming wall breakers? I mean, how does he defend? I guess he could technically. We're just gonna keep spamming wall breakers. It's crazy that this is the game. You can just keep spamming wall breakers in his face, and it looks like he's given up. So, yeah, this seems like kind of a disgusting deck. Dark Goblin broken, especially in this game mode as well, because people always want to use spells on the Dark Goblin, but because they've just removed spells entirely, you can't kill them if you keep putting them behind to defend. Um, I don't know if I answered this, but I haven't gotten Steam yet. The last day or so has been, I don't even know what's been going on the past couple days. Like I've had no energy for no reason at all. Like my sleep schedule hasn't really changed much. I don't know if it's because of getting back from the trip. Um, like getting back from the driving trip, and I just need to catch up on sleep or something. But I've been like falling asleep in the middle of the day, when I don't normally do. Just yeah, which I don't normally do. I don't normally take naps in the day, but um, I've just had really I've been really sluggish for whatever reason. So I'm thinking I need to probably I need to have like just a reset where um, that's what cocaine does. Okay, no, I'm not on cocaine. That is not what this is. Noob, you want help playing League? Like League is in ranked League? What do you want? What do you want help with? Do you want me to just? Because obviously I can walk you through this deck, but I know that you like using an Expo deck, but I don't know that I can use one. I don't know that I can use an Expo deck in ranked just because all the support cards are really low leveled. Um, so what do you mean you want help with ranked? I am happy to help you out however I can. I just um, yeah, I guess I want to be on the same page. The max you've gotten is League 2, which is Master 2. Okay, are you still? I wonder. Have you started yet? Okay, you're down here. Noob, you're still at Master 1. You want to start? You want to climb? You want to climb leagues this season? Um. All right, Hercules is online. He's someone that I think this is um, someone that I played 2v2 with. Um, he's someone that I played just a 2v2 with randomly. We just got randomly matched up against each other, and then he sent a friend request after that. Um, and okay, wonderful. This was kind of what I was worried that's what this guy was playing. The Evil Royal Hog's yes emote. Are you talking about this one, where the hog is nodding? All right, we'll just wait till this E-Drag dies and then go with minions. This is a pretty good start. Hey Rima, how are you? That was fun playing yesterday. We played a bunch of games yesterday against each other, and it was fun playing for, you know, however long it was, 45 minutes or whatnot. Evil Royal Hog ranked emote. Is there? Okay, I'll go look at. Is there a ranked emote that you can unlock when you get to a certain league? If so, I don't know which one that is, so I'll have to take a look after this. All right, we already know what this guy's gonna do. He's already gonna go. He's gonna want to go with his E-Golem over here. So, wait, what the? Okay, I didn't mean to play the mini P.E.K.K.A. in the other lane. I meant to play that on the right. That might end up costing us. Okay, as long as we can hold on to one tower, we should be good. Can I watch your deck profile? Yes, I will. I just have to make sure we don't choke this game. Against E-Golem, anything is possible, but it looks like these guys might have thrown in the towel. So, you want me to watch your deck profile because you don't know how to win? I mean, oh, I have that emote somewhere. Here it is. Alright. Um, one thing about Hercules is that he does like to be him as well. So we typically we typically go along with him. You just got notified that dinner's ready. All right, Rima, if you have to go eat dinner, that's totally okay. That's more important than this. I appreciate you dropping in though. It's always nice to see you here. All right, let's see if we can go. See if we can go 2 for 2 in the 2v2 leagues. Also, these titles, like these streams that I make, I don't normally know what to title them unless I'm like specifically grinding ranked mode. Then I usually title it like ranked push or something like that. But with these streams, I normally don't know what to title them because we typically don't do just one thing. Like the title of this is the 4-card Mayhem mode, and yet right now we're doing 2v2s. So it's like there's never really a plan to these streams. So if any of you guys want a 2v2, if any of you guys want a 1v1, if you want to watch a different kind of game mode, like these streams are kind of just still up in the air as far as what you guys want to see. If you want me to try out any specific deck idea or anything else, then we definitely can, because that's kind of what these streams are all about. Yeah, I guess I have some early morning allergies as well. And thinking about it, maybe I am a little bit sick. My throat is slightly, it is like ever so slightly hoarse. So maybe I am slightly sick. I just figured it was because I had just woken up and I was still kind of waking up, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I am a tad sick. What in the world? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Pretty sure cloning an E-Golem is the worst thing you can do, just because it lets your opponent destroy the E-Golem in one shot because it's cloned, and it still gives them the same elixir. So, I mean, if they wanna clone it, they're welcome to. We will happily take the free elixir. All right, we're gonna jump from this. All right, we're gonna jump from this maybe back into the 4-card Mayhem. Your fun fact about Clash Royale is that the old E-Golem only gave elixir when you killed the small E-Golem. Okay. It was the same elixir, but you needed to kill the small ones before you got the elixir. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought, yeah, I didn't know that Elixir Golem had gotten a rework where killing the bigger golems would give you elixir as well. I guess that makes sense why it was so. I mean, it's still it's still a brain dead card, but it makes sense that a lot of people were using it if you only got the elixir once you completely killed it. All right. We will jump back into another 4-card Mayhem. This is a pretty fun game mode. I do like it. I wish that they had more cards added. Like, I wish that they had. Should we just keep spamming these? Because I think these will keep. He has to play something else, otherwise we're going to be able to get a connection every now and then, and these are just going to keep damaging the giant skeleton as well. Okay, this is actually going to be a little scary. I think we may have overextended on that one. Yeah, alright, maybe we should not have spawned so many wall breakers in his face. Because now we're struggling. Alright, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Don't keep pushing with wall breakers. I mean, at least we can activate King, but our tower is... Oh, I guess our King's already activated. Our tower is pretty much gone anyway. So... we'll try to use these on defense just to do some damage to everything there. And I don't know why I'm not playing more Dart Goblins. The Dart Goblins are the only thing that he can't, like, kill with a spell. So I think we need to kind of be exploiting that, just playing as many of those as we can. And I think we are gonna lose that tower. However, both of his towers are pretty low. I think as long as we keep going like this, that should damage the firecracker enough. And we are going to take his tower. So let's keep going with the... I think Dart Goblins are our best bet. We are going to need a couple Berserkers just to make sure that the firecrackers don't splash our troops, but it's like, yeah, this is a pretty broken strategy, it seems, and we can just kind of keep spamming them, and this guy has given up as well. So this is a fun game mode, especially when you're... I would say definitely use this deck if you are going to be playing the Ford card Mayhem. Did I listen to Horse Outside? I actually haven't. You know what? Might as well listen to it right now on the stream. I'll look it up on my phone. Actually, no. Actually, I probably can't. It's probably copyrighted. So I probably can't play it on stream. But I guess I'll play it off stream and listen to it. Rima, you're back. Dinner is completed. That seemed like kind of a quick dinner, but I guess... Alright. Listen to it on RTE. I don't know what RTE stands for. Noob, your fun fact is that the old Elixir Golem had 4 small golems. And the new Elixir Golem gave you the same Elixir, but smaller golems. Alright, I didn't know... Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about card. Ooh, not a very good Dart Goblin by him. I don't know a whole lot about card history, so I didn't know that the E-Golem had been reworked to that. That is going to be annoying. We are not going to be able to keep going with wall breakers into a bowler. Okay. Hold on, we're not... I mean, the good news is we're not going to lose our whole tower here, but this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, breaking through a bowler is not going to be fun. The good news is we can kind of just keep going with... Okay, no, I misplaced that. We can kind of keep placing our Dart Goblins in the back. I think we can let that go for the most part, just because the Dart Goblin got in front. And we will continue to spam him over here. Berserker is actually really clutching up for us here. She's like the MVP. As long as we can defend against hogs. Which it doesn't look like we're going to. Looks like we are going to lose. Looks like we are going to lose our tower here. We are going to take his, but our tower is pretty low. Maybe I just have to... Do I just have to get a certain number of... Just a certain number of Dart Goblins on the board? And then as soon as I have enough of them, I can just start spamming in the other lane. I think we need to start spamming now. Just because we need to take his tower. Ah, that bowler, dude. That bowler is just gonna save him. No. Alright. Bowler is where we meet. Bowler Royal Hogs is where we meet our downfall. I will listen to it, Nathan. I will listen to it. I am interested. I am interested in learning about Irish culture. The old Elixir Golem was more, when they added it was OP, because it had more health. An Elixir Golem with more health, and one that you didn't get the Elixir from until you killed it would be, yeah. Can I listen to a Mozart song? I don't know. I don't know what songs are copyrighted and which ones are not. I think most songs are. I think most songs you can't just play in videos or play in streams. Most of them have their rights reserved to them. But I can listen to one. Like I can listen to one outside of a stream. I just don't think I can play it on video. All right, Rima, you want me to try out using Valk instead of Ice Spirit? Alright, we will give that a try. We could add a couple... We could switch out either one of these for the Evos. I think Evo Wall Breakers are pretty strong, though. So, we'll keep them in there for now, just in case you want me to... Just in case you want me to swap them out and try something different. But I think Evo Wall Breakers are very good in this challenge, especially when you have a quick cycle deck. I mean... Not a cycle deck, because you don't have to cycle to anything, because you can just constantly play them if you want, but we'll give this a try with Valkyrie instead of Ice Spirit. We could have also maybe used... We might have been able to take out Berserker as well, just because Valkyrie and Berserker kind of do... Okay, this was definitely a good... This was definitely a good match to put in Valkyrie for Ice Spirit, just because I think she's all right. Just because she's gonna come in more clutch against the Mega Knight. Okay, hold on. I will read your guys' messages, but I just need to be locked in against this guy, it seems, because he's playing Sparky Mega Knight, and obviously you don't have a spell, so you can't reset the Sparky. So I think Dart Goblins are going to be our friend here. Never mind, unless I let them die. I'm not playing this well. I know I could have defended that, but I played it horribly, which is that's the most frustrating thing, knowing that you could have defended, but didn't. Yeah, I mean, this is just not what you want to see. I mean, on the bright side, he doesn't have a on the bright side, he doesn't have a spell, so it's not like he can take the tower. Um, on the downside, I don't think he needs to take the king tower. Yeah, I mean that's not ideal. You want me to delete Berserker and use Royal Delivery? I don't think you. I don't think you can. Royal Delivery, I think, is technically a spell, so I don't think Royal Delivery is in. Yeah, no Royal Delivery. That is one of the. That is one of the banned cards. No spells in this game mode at all. I wonder if Valkyrie would have been better for the Mega Knights, but I think Ice Spirit would have been better for distracting the Sparkies. I think we'll put back in Ice Spirit just because Berserker and Valkyrie kind of do the same thing as far as being a ground kind of tank for cheap. So let's see, the original Hyperbait deck was Evil Wall Breakers, Evil Goblin Barrel, Valk, Berserker Cannon. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. This is pretty much just half of a Hyperbait deck then. We'll try out this variation with Valkyrie instead of Berserker, and keeping Ice Spirit just for a quicker cycle. This guy's using skeletons, but he misplayed them, so should we just keep spamming until he plays something else? All right, that's not going to be enough to. It's not going to be enough to stop him. And we will activate King here as well. Mother Witch. I don't really think Mother Witch should be too much of an issue. I think we should be okay. I mean, obviously Mother Witch is kind of annoying in any deck as far as just being a. We could probably play these on defense, right? Just to kind of. Okay, hold on. Firecracker is being raged is a little bit scary. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's go in again. You know what we'll do? We'll keep spamming until we take the tower, and then we'll set up for defense. So now that we've taken the tower, we'll set up to defend because he's kind of. His Mother Witches and Firecrackers and whatever are accumulating. So we're just going to need to. I think we're going to need to save up for a Valkyrie. I think that's our best bet. And we're still going to lose most of our tower there. Alright, we're going to start spamming the other side. Just because I think we're probably going to lose. Okay, maybe that's not a good idea. Should we just keep spamming Valkyries at the bridge? Because technically, if we keep doing that, that should be able to defend everything. Alright, we're kind of. The momentum is kind of going our way here. And he's kind of on the back pedal, and we're going to take his other tower, I think. So, alright, this was a pretty good we also weren't playing. I don't know. I don't think that Lumberjack and Firecracker and Mother Witch were super frightening. So I don't think that was the best deck, but a win is a win. Um, I need to only attack. You know, you might be right because honestly, you can kind of just, unless they have like a bowler or a Mega Knight or something that kind of sits there and kills the wall breakers like repeatedly. I think you can kind of just continue to spam wall breakers over and over. Like you can kind of just only attack, and you always seem to crumb out a little bit of damage, and they're kind of always forced to defend just because the evil wall breakers only cost 2 elixir, and they do way too much damage to be ignored. So we'll see what this guy has. Skeleton King might, I don't know, might be considered one of those cards that we probably should have tried to activate King instead, but Skeleton King might be one of those cards that we don't want to push wall breakers into, but we're still getting connections even though it's there. And we'll continue the spam. He does have Zappies, but we're still, actually no, we're not going to get a connection. Okay, Zappies are actually a bit annoying. At least now we can activate King Tower. And we'll actually go with this just because I really want them to explode and do damage to the Zappies. And we'll try to protect our Dark Goblins as much as we can. Come on, Valkyrie, get down. Okay. Fenrir, you're back. You were the one that was... Okay, you know what? He's kind of blocking up that lane, so we'll try and go in the other lane. And we're still able to occasionally crumb out some damage. Looks like he's kind of given up on that, and he's now going for the skeleton barrel spam, but it's not going to end up working out for him. So I think we're in a good spot here. I think as long as we keep attacking, we should be able to take this tower, and we do. So yeah, this feels almost illegal to play. Like, to just keep playing wall. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. The gameplay cut out for a second. I don't know if the cord is not... Seems like it's in... I don't know. Seems like if it's in a certain position, it might disconnect. So I'll have to be careful with that. Noob, I have not banned you. You want to delete the Spirit and use Ice Wizard or Witch or Zappies. I guess that's an option. I'll add in a variation with that so that we can try it out. Yeah, the screen, I guess the cord is not, it's a little bit loose in the socket, and so I guess if it bends down a little bit too much, then I think that's the first time that's ever happened, though, so I'll just have to keep an eye on that, and if it goes black again, just adjust the cord. Noob, how about you build... Can I remove the chopped slug on the right? Oh, me. Okay, cool. There we go. Is that better? Is that better for you? Noob, I'll have you build me a deck. This is kind of what we did last time. Actually, we had you guys build... we had you guys build decks. Nav, that's actually the deck I was using before. Before I just had Berserker and for Valkyrie. Rima suggested making that change, but let's put Berserker back in because Berserker was not a bad was not bad in the deck. Made the cycle a little bit cheaper. What's the at for the handsome man on the right? Well, thank you, Nathan, but I don't know. Man, these comments are always like on the edge. Rima stole it from Kenny Wenny. I think I stole it from Kenny Wenny because this is the deck that he was using. So I watched his recent video. This is the deck that he used. I'm pretty sure he used Berserker, unless there was one where he used Valkyrie. But it was my idea to use this deck, and I got it from Ken's video. Let me look at your deck, noob. You want Witch, Valkyrie, and Hog? What should the Evo be? And we need one more. Last one is Evo Snowball. Oh, we can't have Snowball, noob. There's no spells in the deck, so Snowball is banned. Joseph, my body, your choice. Hold on a minute there. That's a. All right. Did I say Kenny Wenny? That's just that was what was in the chat. That's what Nav said. He said Rima stole it from Kenny Wenny. So it's just what was said. You want Bowler as the last card? This is a pretty expensive. This is a pretty expensive deck. Should we have the? I'm thinking probably Evo Witch would be better, right? You want the Valkyrie Evo? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I said Kenny Wenny because that's what was in the chat. That's what the comment said. So, okay, Nav. That is not true. Speak for yourself, but don't include me in that. This is a very defensive deck. My only concern is that it is a bit on the expensive side, but we'll give it a try. And we will use the Valkyrie Evo. I'm thinking that the Evo Witch might be a better choice though, just because you only need to play it once before you get to the Evo version, and because you can kind of pile them up and accumulate them, the Evo Witch can kind of keep healing. So I don't know. I almost think it might be. I'm almost thinking it might be better to. Oh wait, this guy is using. Okay, yeah, I think this guy might be. I know what strategy this guy's going for. This guy's going for the princess accumulation deck, where he just piles up a bunch of princesses. I'm thinking Bowler should do pretty well against him. Please splash the other one. Okay, he's going to try and protect it. We'll actually go for this as well, just because he's spending a lot. The Bowler is tanking, and I think his best answer for this is a Ghost. So, Evil Witch is D tier. I mean, I know you want Witch to be buffed, but I think as of right now, Witch still seems pretty good in my opinion, at least. Like, Evil Witch seems to be a good. Alright, what we'll do is we'll keep spamming Hogs, and then once we take the tower, we'll defend. I think that's the strategy, is just take one tower, and then set up for defense. So we've taken a tower. Now it's time for defense. Yeah, he's not a fan of the Evo Witch being there, or not the Witch, the Evo, just the regular. He is finally going to be able to kill it. Collab with Grat. I don't want to collab with Grotz. He's the Predator, yes. So I don't want to be doing that. Also, I said I would be setting up to defend, and yet I haven't really been doing that. So let's do that now. I think Bowler is probably one of the best defensive cards. Hold on, the Princess is splashing everything though, so we need to kill that first. And now he's going to try to switch lanes. Don't really think that's going to end up working out for him. And because we have so many bowlers, we'll keep throwing them in his face, just because they kind of have to be answered. And as long as we can defend for another 10 seconds, we will be good. So, Noob, this is not a bad deck. This is a very defensive deck. It's very easy to defend with it. Did I hear that? Do you mean when I kept mispronouncing the collab as collab? I heard that. I don't know if that's what you were talking about. Do I like your deck? I do like it, Noob. It's a good deck. We'll try one more with it, and I guess we'll keep the Evil Valkyrie in there. But it seems pretty good to me. It seems like a good. It seems like a good deck. I also think we not that we hard counted the other guy, but we had quite a few answers. I mean, we had Valkyrie for the Evo Ghost, which is one of the best answers to it. We're up against another Hog player. Did I hear that? Did I hear what? What am I missing? This guy's actually playing a couple of the same cards. He's playing Valkyrie. He's playing Hog. So, okay, he's playing Mega Knight though. That's a difference. Hog, what are you doing? Can you get by, please? Okay, this guy's playing. I think hopefully this can splash the Firecracker. Okay, it does. That's the difference though. This guy's playing Mega Knight. Mega Knight and Firecracker instead of Bowler and Witch. We'll actually go on the other side because he's probably going to be tempted to Mega Knight over there. So we'll hog over here. We'll hog again, and then we'll set up to defend this Mega Knight. And we unintentionally activate King, but it looks like he's going to take that tower anyway, so I think it was kind of a waste. Alright, maybe let's hog in the back. Kind of build up a little bit of a hog push. We'll hog over here because we have a tank. I said we had a tank for it, but Valkyrie hasn't even crossed and started to tank yet. He should be able to pretty much take our tower at any time with firecrackers, just because we're with hogs. So we'll have to let that go and then go hog ourselves. I think we're going to lose our tower. Alright, well I went too aggressive with the attack and didn't defend. Alright, clearly I've been missing some messages. The lack of the song, you said? I guess I didn't hear that. I guess I missed it. You can't see the gameplay. The goon corner takes up half the screen. Okay. I didn't hear that, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, but I scrolled back up to read it, so... what are my thoughts on Harvard ranked number 2? Chad Androgenic helping Clav cope with the fact he got frame marked at ASU. I don't even know what that means. I mean, there was someone that typed into the Discord group that I'm a part of, um, something about something about clavicular getting frame logged or whatever, but I don't really follow him. So, um, Noob, I know you really want to collab with. Please collab with you. You mean, or please collab with Grotz? Because if you want me to collab with you, then maybe I'll do that. Maybe that would be kind of fun. But um, there's no way you were born in 2011. That's when my younger brother was. That's when my younger brother was born, and he's a youngin. He's 14. So, I mean, I guess it's possible. Like, I guess someone his age could be. You can never get away from the Mega Knight. It seems. It's like you always. It doesn't matter if you're playing in ranked mode or trophy road, or it doesn't matter where you're playing. Um, you will encounter Mega Knights. Cannon card. That's actually kind of a good. I'll be honest. That is kind of a really annoying card. Um, I can see how that would be good in this game mode, and I guess it's kind of the only building that you can technically use because it's the only one that cements into a building. Um, let's try to draw this over here, just so that both towers can be hitting it. Come on, kill the Mother Witch. Okay, I don't know why I just decided to give him the most Mega Knight value he's ever seen. But wall breakers are still going to get damage. I guess he hasn't touched our tower yet, so that's good. The cannon carts are a bit annoying. Come on, Dark Goblins, take care of them. We'll start going in the other side, just because he's probably going to want a Mega Knight over there. So if we just keep spamming on the other side, he's just going to ignore them entirely. He's not even going to... Maybe I shouldn't have done that. At least we activate King. Yeah, okay, that's actually not bad. I'm sorry, I just have to be really locked in for this. Because this deck that this guy is playing is incredibly annoying. I think maybe we go wall breakers just to kill... Okay, this is not working out in my favor anymore. What is happening on my screen? What? Are we really gonna get... We're gonna get 3 crowned by cannon cards and Mother Witches? Alright, well... Clash Royale shouldn't be a hobby for everyone. Yeah, I mean... I guess so. Valkyrie would have been nice to have there. Maybe Valkyrie is a better pick instead of Berserker. Just because Valkyrie would have been much better at taking care of the Mega Knights and the cannon carts. And the Mother Witches as well. Just to be able to swing and hit everything. So maybe... I don't know, maybe Valkyrie is a better... is a better idea. Noob, you want everyone to say their favorite game? I've said this before, but my favorite game, my childhood game, it's always been Mario Kart Wii. We also did play a little bit of Wii Sports as well, just because that's the console we grew up on. But Mario Kart was the game that we mostly played. Nav, you have an exam tomorrow, so you have to study. Alright, best of luck. Best of luck with your exam. Johnson is the only Unk here. Yeah, I think you are probably... Fenrir, you're probably the oldest of the group, right? You're what? You're 23. You're 24. You're probably the oldest of everyone here, including myself. So, all right, we'll put in Valkyrie. It might be a better pick. Here's the thing, though. Just watch what we get. I bet we're gonna get matched up against. I know what Supercell is cooking up. They're gonna put us up against a match where Berserker would have been a little bit better. I hope we do go against. Okay. This is the first time I've seen. This is the first time I've seen skeleton dragons used in this challenge. So, and we're gonna be up against. I think that witch was Evo'd. So up against Evo Witch. Skeleton dragons. Valkyrie is actually probably a pretty good. Please protect. Okay, we do protect the Dark Goblin. So he's using Minor Witch Skeleton Dragons. And Monk, which is actually really not good at all. I guess Valkyrie is probably our best bet here to take care of the Witch. Yeah, he's probably just going to keep minoring on that, it would seem. Noob, you don't have to say your age, but I am actually curious how old you are, because it's like, I see you comment on a lot of, like, you know, you comment on every videos, you're here in every stream, and yet I still have no idea how old you are. So it's like, obviously you don't have to say, but I am actually genuinely curious. Alright, well, it seems like Minor is his only way. Seems like Minor is his only way to take care of the Dark Goblins. I guess Monk as well, but it seems like he's kind of resorted to minoring them. And we'll try to get some damage here with the wall breakers. Just hope that even just one of them connects. This is actually a bit scary. We just try going over here. Alright, we're getting some damage over here. We just need one to connect. That is it. We just need one connection on the tower. Please get there before the monk annihilates us. Thank goodness. That monk would have taken our tower if it had gone on for even a second longer. Expired for you? Fenrir, what are these comments, man? Come on. Who do you think I am? I'm not. My name is Josh, not Jeffrey. You're 75. Your grandkids introduced me to you. Okay, I mean, hard to believe, but I guess it's possible. Noob, you don't have any friends? Yeah, come on, we're your friends. You at least have one friend in me, and I guess Nathan. And even though Fenrir sometimes likes to poke fun at you, I'm sure that he is a friend as well. So you have friends. Fenrir is your son. Okay. Well, I know that's not true, but collab with Grotz. I mean, if my name was Epstein, maybe I would collab, but I don't. Fenrir equals gay. Okay, we don't need to be saying that. Sent in a deck Rima. We'll give this a try. Monk. Alright. Monk plus minions. Let's see. And then evil barbs or evil recruits and zappies. Okay, seems like an interesting deck. We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll in the chat. Do you think we should use evil barbs or evil recruits? Which one should we add? Obviously recruits. I think our recruits are a bit better. They're also a bit more expensive, and our deck is, that would make our deck expensive. But what do you guys think? Recruits or barbs as our evo? What am I drinking? I'm drinking this. It is a V8 energy. It doesn't have it has a little bit of caffeine. It only has 80 milligrams, so I usually have 2 of them, just because that equals 160 total. And I think a lot of energy drinks, I don't know how much Monster has, but I know that like those Bang energy drinks have 300, like those really hardcore energy drinks have 300, so I usually have a couple of these. They have a little bit of caffeine, they're made with like vegetable and fruit juices, so they're a little bit healthier, I think. So, you thought pregnant women couldn't drink caffeinated drinks? Do I look pregnant to you, Fenrir? I was gonna say something outrageous there, and then I decided to hold my tongue. I was trying to think of something I could say that would insinuate that you were the father, but that would be ridiculous. Noob, don't ban Fenrir. Don't ban anybody. Everyone can stay in the chat. It's all trolling. It's all joking. So, and I'm pretty sure pregnant women, maybe they can't drink caffeine. I know they can't drink alcohol or like any harmful substances, but I thought a little bit of caffeine was okay. We'll add recruits so far. We'll add recruits to the deck. If it goes really terribly, maybe we put in barbs, but I think recruits should be pretty good. There's no win condition though. Like there's no way of really getting damage on the tower. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Alright, because this is such a heavy deck, I think we should probably wait for him to make the first play. We'll just go with recruits now. Should do decent at countering the ghost. This guy's just going for a ghost spam. So we'll go minions to kind of take care of this. Monk is gonna do good against the Dark Goblin, but we don't have enough for it yet. Alright, so this guy's using Valkyrie, Royal Ghost, Dark Goblin, and Ice Spirit. Okay. Interesting combination of cards. If we go with Minion, he's going to want to go with his Dark Goblin, so we'll Monk up here, and then... Okay, he's not going with it. Yeah, we haven't really gotten any damage on his tower. We'll do this just to kill the Dark Goblins. We haven't really got that. We don't really have a way of getting damage. I mean, Monk Reflection is like the only way that we'll be able to get damage on his tower. So should we switch anything up, Rima? This is kind of this is not, we're not getting any damage, and we're not really defending either. You want me to restore order in the chat? What's going on? Monk, you need to save us here, buddy. Okay. Alright, hopefully this monk can cross the bridge. No, of course it's not going to. Alright, we'll reflect now, just because that one is... Yeah, we're struggling with this. We're struggling with this recruits deck. Should we just try playing recruits again and again? Now that we're at 4 times elixir. We'll go with this. We'll do that. We're just gonna keep going recruits. This is ridiculous that this is going on my screen. The ghosts are actually a really good counter to the recruits, so we're not really getting anywhere with them. Maybe we go, you know what, we're gonna, going recruit spam isn't working, so we're gonna go minion spam. We're gonna go with a minion spam. Oh, okay, I guess that didn't work either. Okay, what's going on in the chat? You guys are all talking about banning Fenrir? Fenrir, you're talking about banning yourself? Yeah, I mean, I think he's just trolling when he says he wants you to when he wants you to ban him, and you can't ban him anyway, just because he's a. I mean, you guys are both mods, so. Fenrir, nobody's biting you. It's kind of a weird. What is that? Is that something with the whole? Does that go along with the whole femboy fetish you've been talking about? All right, let's try. I can see how maybe if we. What if we just played half of Fenrir's deck? We just played the Hogs Recruits deck, but we halved it. What else is here? Flying Machine? I don't know if this would be a very good deck, but we could just play Recruits Pigs deck, but only half of it. We could also try. You know what would be probably really annoying? Just pig spam. If we just got to the Royal Hogs and played like Ice Spirit, Dark Goblin, and Berserker instead of Wall Breakers, we just played Evil Royal Hogs, and then we were constantly able to play. We were able to constantly play the Flying Pigs. Okay, Fenrir, you don't think I should be playing this deck? You know, this could prove to be a bad idea. Like, maybe this is horrible. Maybe this is not going to work out. But that's why we try things. Um, we try things to see if they work or not, and if they fail, then they fail. But at least we tried them. What is this guy playing? This guy is just. I don't really know if activating King is even going to do much, just because all of his troops are snipers, like the firecracker and the archers, and what else did he have? They all kind of sit. They all kind of sit at range. So I don't know. I don't know how good activating King is going to be. I think he still needs to play one card. Um, we'll try to keep our flying machines alive. Holy cow. Um, I mean, the good news is we're winning, but... Okay, Dark Goblin? Okay, so that's his entire deck. His entire deck is Dark Goblin, Firecracker, um, Archers, and Minions. It's just entirely ranged cards. And it's kind of working out for him as well. We just need to defend, though, because we've taken that tower, so we haven't even played our recruits one time. And I think it would kind of be a terrible idea as well, just because... I think it would be a terrible idea just because the evil Firecracker is just going to splash everything. So we're going to try to just split up our flying machines and defend that way. Alright, looks like we are going to defend. This actually worked out okay. Recruits pigs, but half of it ended up working out. So, you want me to try drugs and not this? Well, it worked out. It worked out. Hard watch. It wasn't really that hard of a watch, though. I mean... We ended up winning. What was hard to watch about that? I think the pigs carried us there, though, just by getting so much damage. So what if we just put in this? This, and this, and just played Pig Cycle. Yeah, I really don't like having the Berserker as like our only ground tank, but keep doing both drugs and CR. I don't do drugs, just putting that out there. That is not something that I do. We're just going to be trying this. We're going to be trying pig spam, seeing if it works, or if... Okay, just watch. I bet you we're going to be put up against a Mega Knight player. If we go, like, now that we have Berserker, now that we don't have, like, a ground tank, like a Valkyrie, or, like, Zappies, or Recruits, or anything. Okay, it's going to be Lumberjack. Alright, this guy's rolling his eyes at us. He's not happy to see the pigs. But I'm not really happy to see the Lumberjack. Just because Berserker is kind of our best answer for it. Alright. This is actually a little bit scary because once one of them dies, the other Lumberjack is going to be raged. So that might get a couple chips on the tower, but Let's actually go with these over here. Alright. Please save us here, Dark Goblins. And Berserker, I guess. No! What are you doing? Okay, Lumberjack is going to be on the tower. We should be able to take his tower. It's just a matter of, can we defend? That's the only question. We'll just is Battle Ram as well. Okay, hold on. Battle Ram is going to connect as well. Oh, this is rough. I don't know what I was expecting that Ice Spirit to do. Okay. Alright. This guy's name is Lil Goon. Let's see. Always on top. Okay. Magic Archer equals Gay Archer. Magic Archer, we found this out last stream, but Magic Archer is a very annoying card to go against. Just because it's one of those cards that people always want to use a spell on, but obviously you can't. There are no big spells in this mode, or even small spells. There's just no spells at all. And so when they accumulate, they kind of just splash everything with their range. This isn't CK2. Yeah, this is not CK2. This is CR2. No, I haven't downloaded Steam or gotten the Crusader Kings yet. There's quite a few games that are kind of in line to be tried. Noob really wants me to try out Rock of Ages. I'm thinking I want to probably create a new account in Clash Royale and start streaming that. Kind of, document the journey from 0 trophies all the way up to 10,000 again, or 12,000. I've also wanted to try out the Getting Over It, which is kind of a rage-inducing game that would be fun to stream as well. So there's and then there's CK2, which is in line as well. So there's a lot of games that are Femboy Simulator is not one of those games. We're not going to be doing that. Do you guys in the chat have a preference on what you want to see? Do you want to keep doing this 4-card Mayhem? Do you want to switch to a different? Do you want to switch to a different game mode? Fenrir Simulator. That sounds a bit weird, but well, we could just. If you played like The Sims, could you decide where you want to be? Could you like simulate where you're born? We could do a Fenrir Simulator. We could just download The Sims and then choose to be born like in India, and just simulate Fenrir's life. Fenrir Simulator is the same thing as Femboy Simulator. Okay, that's kind of what I was figuring, but we're not doing that ranked mode. Fenrir. The only ranked mode we will be playing is Clash Royale ranked, but we're not gonna be doing that. I'm trying to think of other ways that we can. Troll, like other decks that we can use that would just be incredibly annoying to go against. Because there's no heroes either. So even though there is technically a hero spot, it's not like we can troll with the hero goblins over and over. A Grot Simulator. I'm pretty sure that simulator would land me in jail. That's what that sounds like. So maybe no Grots Simulator. Um, what else? What else could we try? Um, we could try skeleton barrel spam. Fenrir, I'm not doing Grot Simulator. I would end up behind bars if I did that simulator. The thing is, I have actually seen there's quite a few people in this 4 card mode that have been using the Royal Ghost Evo. Um, we could do Royal Ghost Evo. There was one guy that was playing the Royal Ghost Evo and then just kind of stacking princesses. I think we only ended up winning because we had Bowler and a lot of defensive cards. But um, Grot Sim equals Epstein Sim equals Diddy Sim. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Also, my younger brother showed me. My younger brother showed me a game yesterday. Um, that was it was Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was Five Nights at Epstein's, and it was the same idea where you would be sitting behind like you were in a room, you had all these camera monitors pulled up around you, and you would just switch between the cameras, and instead of looking for Bonnie or instead of looking for the animatronics on the things, you were keeping an eye out for Epstein, and at some point he would jump scare you into the room. So he just showed me that yesterday. Apparently there are games. Apparently there are games like that. Um, but could I wonder if we could survive just with a couple bait cards and then Royal Ghost. Um, you've played that game before? Yeah, I'd never heard of it, but um, noob, you want a Fenrir gay simulator? I mean, that's just the femboy simulator again. I guess there's been a lot of requests for that, but we're not gonna be doing that no matter how many requests we get for that. What should the last card be? Like, should it really be all ranged cards? Like, should we add Firecracker as well? Um, yeah, I know the Discord right now doesn't give a YouTube upload notification or a YouTube live. Let me actually message. I'm sure you've seen. I don't think he's here in the chat, but I'm sure you've seen. Um, I'm sure you've seen Trimson in the chat. He's someone that I kind of added as an administrator or something. He's kind of the one that runs and manages the Discord because he knows a lot more about it than me. So I'll send him a message. Um, I'll send him a message and ask if he can get that set up. Noob, you only use YouTube and games? That's kind of similar to me. Like, I just want to use. I just want to use. Um, Pretty much, I like having everything in one place with YouTube. Um, so even though I have an Instagram, I don't really use it. Don't really use a whole lot of other social media. It's pretty much just Discord and YouTube, and then technically there's an Instagram set up, but I don't really use that. So I just like the idea of having everything in one place with YouTube. So I try to keep things simple as well. I think there are links between the strong nuclear force and electromagnetism. I am not the guy to ask for that, but um, let me send Trimson a message real quick. Um, where it? All right. All right, I just sent him a message, so hopefully we can get that. Hopefully we can get that set up. I guess for the last card, um, should it just be like, I don't know if skeletons are really gonna have a lot of value in the deck, but we'll add them for now. We can make adjustments if needed. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who do I got? I don't know. It depends on the men. Um, it depends on what kind of men they are. If they're like strong men, then I would say the men. But if it's just like normal average dudes like us, all right, that sit on a computer all day, um, then obviously I got the gorilla. Um, so I guess it depends. It depends on what kind of man. Um, but a gorilla, I don't know. 100 men is a lot of men. But on the other hand, a gorilla is so strong um, that I don't know. I feel like it could probably take on 100 men. So I guess my answer is it depends on which men. It depends on which ones. Um, the princess accumulation is kind of beginning. Okay, never mind. I don't really know how to. I'm trying to play this in such a way that the firecrackers can't splash them all. Um, it's kind of working out, I guess. We're getting a little bit of splash damage. 100 hydrogen baby versus 1 coughing baby. What is even that? What is a hydrogen baby? Alright, we'll keep spamming ghost. I think, has this guy given up? I think he has. I think the ghost princess spam was too much for him. This is not a bad strategy at all. I can see why a lot of people are using the evil ghost, because it's 3 elixir. You get to the evil very quickly. It does a lot of damage. It's a good it can work on defense and offense. It's kind of a good mini tank. Oh, you meant bomb. 100 hydrogen bombs versus 1 coughing baby. This is kind of a controversial take, but I would probably take the 100 hydrogen bombs against the baby there. A baby made of bomb? Yeah, I don't know. 100 hydrogen baby? Alright. Noob, I haven't banned you. I still see your messages. You want to know who would win 2 mortar versus 1 expo? That's a good question. I mean, the expo would do a lot more damage, but the mortars have a ton of health, and there's 2 of them. You love how Colby joined. Yeah, Colby's first text was pointing out your typo. To be honest, I would do that as well. If I had joined the server, I would jump in if I saw you make a typo, just because you troll me, you rage bait me. So, I would kind of point out the typo if I saw one as well. We'll try out one more game with this deck. Mortar has less health, Expo does more damage. Yeah, I mean, an Expo would win by far if it was 1 mortar. I'm thinking if it would be any different if there were 2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that there would be. I don't know that it would be any different if there were 2 mortars. Alright, we'll try to skeletons over here just so that it hopefully doesn't dash. Lumberjack is actually going to be a bit annoying. We're going to have to try and keep the princesses alive. And my guy's not happy about it. He does have Musketeer as well. Alright, so this guy is using Musketeer, Golden Knight, Lumberjack. think for the most, I guess we'll go skeleton. We might not have even needed to go with skeletons. We probably could have just tanked the lumberjack, but we're starting to break through here with our spam. Just in case he goes with a musketeer in the middle, we'll go with a ghost. And this is working out. This ghost princess spam is actually working wonders. Yeah. He's gonna dash on the tower, but we yeah, this is working out well. Okay, hold on. This was working out well before that. Okay, hold on. He's kind of starting to get a bit of damage, and never mind. The defense is actually pretty good with this deck. Like, you can kind of defend. You can kind of defend anything, it seems like. And this has to be annoying. This has got to be annoying to have the princesses just stacking up. We're gonna even start going with them in the base, just to kind of rub it in for good measure. This is a very dominant strategy. Colby is a permanent op. What did Colby do? He pointed out Fenrir's typo. I mean, honestly, whether or not he pointed it out, I still would have noticed it. So it's not his fault. You love Expo. You say this deck is no skill. I mean, yeah, it is kind of just the strategy is pretty much just spam ghosts at the bridge and then put these cards. Put both of these cards far enough behind that they can't kill them easily. So it is kind of a brain dead deck. It's just kind of, you know, spam ghosts, put snipers in the back, and you know you're pretty much good to go. Okay, Nathan, what do you have against Colby, man? You hate Colby with your entire essence. What did he do? What did he do to you? Alright, Olirus is online. I wonder if Olirus wants to play a game. Maybe we'll queue in with this Three Musketeers deck and see if he wants to play a game. Alright, he is joining. Yeah, we're gonna draw the line. We're drawing the line. There will be no racism. There will be no hateful comments in the chat. If you want to annoy me, if you want to rage bait me, that is totally fine. But don't say anything hurtful about other people. Ooh. Okay. So I think this guy is... They're definitely playing Royal Giant. At least one of them is. So, and I don't have a building in this deck. The only... What are we up against? We're up against Royal Giant E-Golem. Alright, the good news is we'll have quite a bit of elixir coming this way. And we should be able to monk deflect whatever he plays. Alright, this is not a bad start. We've pretty much taken his tower, so we'll hit him with the Ice Golem emote. And okay, they haven't given up yet. They're still playing cards, so we have to make sure we don't choke. I think we'll just try to we'll try to cycle our snowball one more time, even if we throw it just at their tower, just because I think we're gonna need the Evo. We're gonna need the Evo snowball to defend whatever it is he plays. So he... okay. I wonder if... what was that? Sparky. I guess we won't deflect, just because that'll pretty much die anyway. But we'll go with this. Hopefully that deflects the Sparky as well. And now we have our Evo Snowball, so shouldn't be able to break through with anything, just because we'll get snowballed all backwards. And that is going to be a good win. You're only joking, you'll cut it out. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to... I don't know, I just don't want to... I mean, honestly, I'm totally fine if you want to say trolly things about me. I just don't know how other people are going to feel about it, but I would say don't be... there's no need to be, like, completely conservative. Like, obviously you can still make jokes. Obviously you can still... yeah, obviously you can still make jokes. Just, I guess be careful about it is all I would say. I wonder, we'll go with a monk here at the bridge, even though it's probably not a fantastic idea, just because it'll deflect the Dagger Duchess, it'll deflect, hopefully, 2 of the bowler shots. Okay, we actually do activate his king, though, so that is not ideal. Noob, I'll look at your idea in just a minute about an expo tower. This guy's using clone. At least he kind of revealed the clone there. Who said you were joking? I mean, like I said, it can be hard to tell when you're joking or not, just because, you know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. It's like you joke and troll so often that I don't even know when you're being genuine. I think we should be good without... wait, what the... I thought I used my... I did use my Evo Ice Spear, because I don't have it in my hand, but I guess... yeah, I guess I just got sniped by the giant skeleton. Because I was like, I could have sworn I played my Evo Ice Spear, but it didn't appear anywhere on the map, so I guess... okay, I think we'll just go with... I think we can probably go... I think we can probably save the deflection. Just because... it only would have reflected the bowler. You're always serious? Play Fanboy Simulator, collab with crowd. Come on, we're not doing that. We're not playing Fanboy Simulator. We are not collabing. I don't know why I mess up my words whenever I say. I just think grots and then collab, and so I mix up the collab and grats. All right, well let's. We know he has rocket, so I think what we'll do is we'll split 2 over to the side with more health. Just because he can rocket if he wants to, but okay, we need to get to our Evo Snowball immediately. We need it here. Okay, maybe we don't need it. But we're definitely going to need it for the next push. Oh wait, he has rocket. Okay, hold on. Maybe we can predict it. Probably is saving up for it. Uh, just with that one mistake, it's over. I should have probably waited until it was in the air, because I think the rocket stays in the air for long enough that you can play the monk after they play the rocket. Listen to the song. I will listen to it. I just don't think I can listen to it on stream, just because it's probably copyrighted. Your Expo Tower idea is that it has lower damage but has more range. 2,300 health. I don't know if that's a lot or that sounds like a decent amount of health. How much elixir would it cost though? It'd probably have to be pretty. I would think it'd have to be pretty expensive in order for it to be balanced, just because the it sounds like it's. I mean, it would probably be a really annoying card to get through, and so I would imagine probably have to be pretty expensive in order for it to be a balanced card. Listen to it on headphones? I don't even have any headphones. I guess I guess I could. I do have AirPods that I could connect to. I do have AirPods that I could connect to my phone. I guess I could listen to it on stream. It would just be. Hold on, I think I have that emote somewhere. Let's go like this and see if he... Okay, I was gonna say if he's dumb, he might try to use the ability to reflect it, but I'm not ignoring you, noob. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just focused on trying to win, but let me see. It has more range, it has lower damage. Oh, you're talking about like one of these. You're talking about like a princess tower? Is that what you mean? Like, okay, it's not like it's not a bomb tower or something that you can like play in the game. You're talking about an actual tower that you can use, like a Dagger Duchess or a Cannoneer. Okay, if that's what you mean, that sounds annoying. Just having an expo constantly shooting. Okay, he's gonna actually go with that really. Oh, he's gonna go with the reflection early, which I'm honestly okay with, just because the Evil Ice Spirit didn't jump. Okay. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? The range is the same as an Expo? Wouldn't that mean it'd be able to shoot like across the river? Because I thought normally the range of let's try to do this after the reflection expires. I thought normally the range of tower troops was like 7.5 or like 9.5 or something. So if it had the same range as an Expo, that would mean it would be able to shoot cards from like over here, right? I don't know. I'll have to. Fenrir, you're going as well. No. Okay, let's try to save. Okay, hold on. I will read your message, noob, but I just have to lock in for this. Otherwise, we're going to lose it. We're currently in a losing position right now. So we have to... No, I did not mean to click it that early. Okay. I I did not mean to click the ability that early. Um, that's on me. Hopefully that doesn't end up costing us the game. Um, we just need to get back to a rocket. Please tell me I don't even think rocket's gonna do enough. Yeah. All right, let me catch up on your guys' messages. Um, let's see. You want me to rate your... Okay, so you want me to rate your idea, noob. Okay, so what you're saying is you want an Expo Tower that's pretty much like one of these. It's one of the tower cards that you use, but you want it for Expo. It would have 2,300 health at level 11. How much health... okay, so the Dagger Duchess is level 11. It has 2,700, so it would have not a whole lot of health. Its range is 7.5. I think all of the towers have a range of 7.5. So you're talking about adding 4 tiles to one of these towers. Doesn't that mean that they could play an Expo and it would target it? Because it has the same range as an Expo. I'll be honest. If the range was less, it would be interesting. But if it has the same range as an Expo, your opponent could play an Expo to damage your tower, and your tower would start hitting it, which doesn't seem very balanced to me. Alright, Nathan, I'll grab my AirPods, and I'll listen to the song. You have a serious question, Fenrir? If you really love someone's personality, but don't find them attractive, but they have a dream personality, in my opinion, you have to be physically attracted to somebody. Like, I don't really think, even if someone has the perfect personality, I think it's going to be really hard to, like, it's going to be really hard to, like, how are you going to give them a kiss if you don't even find them attractive? Like, I don't know. In my opinion, you need to have both of those. They need to be attractive, and they need to have a personality that you're attracted to. Because I don't know, I only think you can force it for so long. Why is everyone leaving? Everyone's saying bye because I'm ignoring. Noob, I would say the idea needs a little bit of refinement. I would say probably not the same. If it had the same range as the other towers, like if it had only a 7.5 range instead of an 11.5, it would be interesting. But I don't think it can have the same range as an Expo, because then nobody else would be able to use Expo, because the instant they do, it starts getting targeted. I would give that, as of right now, I'd give it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Like, it's interesting, but the range being the same as an Expo is probably an issue. She's definitely attractive. She's cute, but you don't know. So you really like her personality, and you think she looks okay. I mean, yeah, you just don't want to have, like, you have to have some physical attraction to them, because I just think physical attraction is very important. Like, if you're not attracted to the person, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good their personality is. Like, I don't know. Some people do have really weird. Some people do have really weird relationships where they're like, maybe they're not very physically touchy with one another, and they just, like, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not gonna judge. Like, some people could be. Some people don't do a lot of physical things with one another, and they're just with each other for their personalities. But in my opinion, you need to be physically attracted to them in order to have a relationship, just because otherwise it's like you're just forcing yourself to something that you're not attracted to the look of. So, I don't know. Let me go grab my AirPods. I'll listen to the song. I'll listen to the song, Nathan. The Expo Tower counters the Expo building. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm concerned of. Is like if they play a mortar, if they play an expo on the other side of the bridge, the expo is going to be able to target it. Um, Personally, I don't think it sounds super balanced. Um, I haven't banned you, noob. I read your idea. I think if the range was less, if the range was more similar to one of the regular one of the regular towers, then it might be an interesting idea. So let me go get my AirPods real quick. You're asking if it had a range of 11? I mean, that would be. I guess that would be slightly more balanced because even if it's only half a tile, I think the Expo and the Mortar have a range of 11 and a half. So if it had a range of 11, it would still have a far range, but it wouldn't be able to snipe a Mortar or an Expo. So that would be more balanced. I just think it can't have the same range as an Expo. Okay, Nathan, you're making me want to put these AirPods away. I'm not gonna listen to the song if you're saying "good boy" when I go with the AirPods. Um, you're diminishing your chances here of me listening to this song. All right, Hercules wants to do a friendly battle. Also, for some reason, the AirPods are called Dad's AirPods, even though they're mine. They're called Dad's for some reason. I don't know why, but let me connect them. All right, they're connected. So okay, no, now it's connected to the iPad. Okay, we're turning off Bluetooth because it connected to the it connected to the iPad for some reason. I think it's connected on here. Um, Rima, you have to go sleep. All right, thanks for joining, Rima. Um, Thanks for joining. It was good seeing you. Hopefully, you're able to sleep well. Um, and best of luck with your antibiotics. Um, all right, I think it's connected. So you said it's called Nathan. You said it's called Horse Outside. Um, it's the one by the Rubber Bandits. PvP. We can do that. We can do that, Andre. I'm going to list Nathan, who's also he's Batman's apprentice in the chat. He wants me to listen to a particular song that represents um, his Irish culture. So I'm going to listen to his song. But if you want to play a 1v1 or a 2v2, um, then we can. I don't know if I have you added as a friend yet, but I can add you as a friend. Oh, you're Hercules. Oh, okay. Um, okay, that makes more sense. I'll send you a request in. It looks like this song is about 3.5 minutes long. I'm just listening to it through the AirPods because it's probably copyrighted. So um, I am. All right, I'm clicking on it. I'm gonna listen to it. All right, I'm starting it. I guess I'll watch the music video as well on here. Actually, quick question. I just paused it. I'm guessing I should be paying attention to the lyrics, right? The lyrics are what describe the it represents a certain subsection of Ireland. Okay, so you wanted me to listen to this because like is it mostly the beat? Is it mostly the song? Like the melody that's good, or do you want me to really focus on the lyrics of what it's saying as well? Um, Noob, you want me to download? I'll help you download Chinese Clash Royale. I don't know how to do that though. I don't know how to download the Chinese version. Um, all right, I'll listen. I'll pay attention. I'll listen to the. I'll actually turn on. I'll turn on captions as well, just in case I miss any. Okay. All right, I'm listening to it again. Kind of has a nice has a nice a nice beat to it. What are these guys? What are they wearing on their faces? I can see why it's called Horse Outside. Here, let me pause this for a second. I might not get the accent. I think I'm hearing most of. I think I hear most of the lyrics, but the subtitles that I have turned on, they're just the auto-generated ones, and so like I don't think it's very accurate. I don't think the subtitles are very accurate to what the lyrics are, just because they're auto-dubbed. Um, all right, let me resume it. Just got to the part where he kicked the guy in the face. Yeah, this is a catchy song. I'm still wondering, like, what are they what are they wearing? Is it like it almost looks like they're wearing one of those like you know when you go to Subway, like when you go to a when you go to Subway. I don't know if I think Subway's a worldwide thing, right? There's restaurants in yeah there's Subways in Europe and whatnot, but when you go to a Subway and they wrap your sandwich up in that bag, it almost looks like they're wearing one of those. Um, do I like it? I do like it. It's a it's a catchy tune. You know what's funny? The you know what's funny that the guy that's driving a Subaru kind of looks like he looks like a Subaru driver. Like I used to work um like I used to work at a Subaru dealership, and he kind of does fit the. I mean, obviously he's Irish, but like he kind of fits the stereotypical like big earrings. He kind of fits the typical Subaru look. Um, because I worked there for a while, and it kind of fits the stereotype. So that's they nailed it with that one. Let's see, that's how you got your horse too. Oh yeah, you do have a horse. Yeah, in the video. All right, it just finished. In the yeah, I guess in the video you sent of of your dogs, there was a horse at the beginning too, right? Um, I like that. That was a funny song. I do. A couple of the comments said that it was like, I know this is meant to be satire, but it kind of has a good tune to it. I don't know if I completely understood everything in the song just because of the accents, but I kind of got the gist of it. Them wanting to ride a horse instead of a Honda Civic and a Subaru. Um, is that actually a popular like method of transportation in Ireland? Like, are there a lot of people that ride horses around, or is it mostly just is it? I mean, I know it's satire, but um, I finished. Yeah, I did finish already. I think I started a little bit earlier, but um, yeah. All right, noob wants to play 1v1. I'll play a 1v1 noob. I'll switch up my deck. We'll generate one. And what is this? This is the deck that it gave us. Um, so we'll play a 1v1 versus noob. Noob, I have not banned you. I haven't banned you. I still see your messages. All right. How's it going? Okay, it looks like you're playing your pretty typical Expo deck. Um, we'll hit you with one of these bandits. Um, I actually can't rocket that, so I'm just gonna. I hope you play an Expo with it as well. That would be wonderful. But all right, good luck, noob. Okay, we'll actually go with one of these. Um, you can Expo on the other side if you would like. Um, Evil Witch stays alive. Okay, I guess you do have Valkyrie, so that'll probably save you here. Alright, good luck. Everyone has to listen to Horse Outside. Yeah, if you're in the chat and you have not heard that song already, then give it a listen. In certain places, you can see some people. Three sulkies, which are three-wheeled horse-pulled carriages. Okay. I don't really want to go with something heavy in the back, just because. Because we know he has the bow. I think if it comes down to like if it comes down to a spell cycling race, I think we'll lose. Even though we have Rocket and he has Fireball, and Rocket does more, our cycle is significantly slower. So I don't think. Are we really gonna have to Rocket? Come on, P.E.K.K.A, hit something. Alright. We're somehow surviving, but instead of playing Sneaky Golem, we are playing Sneaky Lava Hound. Please hit the witch. Okay. All right, noob, come on. We gotta win with this Sneaky Lava Hound deck. I would love to. I would love to win with Lava Hound. Come on, Lava Hound, save me here. Come on. Okay, I guess Tesla's a pretty good answer for Lava Hound. We'll just keep rocketing, I guess. Hopefully the witch stays there for long enough that the rocket can hit it. Oh, this expo is going to lock, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to be able to get back to, rough. Yeah, that's going to get a lock. We are back to P.E.K.K.A, but we're going to have to get a good chunk of damage here. We're actually going to rocket this, just because it'll hit the bow, it'll hit that, and now we'll go in here. Come on, just take care of the Tesla, please. All right, let's try to. Please don't have like skeletons or something. Oh wait, what? Oh, it's what am I doing? It's overtime. All right, good game. All right, good game. We get it. We get it. You won. Good game. All right. Okay. We've been going for 2 hours, and I still haven't finished one of my. All right, Hercules wants to play a friendly battle as well. All right, let's randomize the deck again. This time we only get one Evo. I guess last time we only had the Evo Witch as well. We'll try another game with a generated deck. How's it going? How's it going, Hercules? All right, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got against the Ram Rider and the whatever this deck is. Rolling your eyes already? I mean, this is a. All right. Good game. I mean, I don't know if that was a good game. I didn't play that very well, but let's just go with an Ice Wizard back here. So our there is some synergy with this deck. Like we do have Executioner and Tornado, which is typically a good combo. Typically the Executioner works well. With Tornado, we have Ram Rider as our way of getting damage. Okay. I wonder if there's a way that we can. Okay. Clearly, I do not know how to use Tornado. Yeah. Take Tornado out of my hands, please. I didn't think that they would. I didn't think they would be that heavy, but that's yeah. That is on me. That is on me for messing that up so bad. I misplayed the Ice Wizard as well. Okay. Fireball to assert dominance. I mean, we haven't lost yet, I guess, but I mean yeah, we haven't lost yet, but I'm not feeling hopeful. Let's go with this, and then we can probably just. How did that hit the Ram Rider? Okay. All right. Can we activate King or no? I guess we can't. I mean, we can, but it's too late. All right. Well played. Okay. All right. Yep. I know I did not play that well. Let's generate another deck. Maybe we'll get a bit luckier with this. And it doesn't look like we do. It gave us Tornado again because it knows how badly we played it last time. But Tornado, I mean, I guess we can give this a try. I don't know why we have 3 win conditions in this deck, but we will. We'll see if Hercules wants to do another friendly battle with this monstrosity. We have Battle Ram, Drill, and Lava Hound in the same deck. Could you generate a new player? Yeah, I mean, based on the way that I'm playing, I probably should. You play a random deck? No, you can play a normal deck. I don't know. I just like to. I only have one deck that I even use. I only have like the Golem deck is the only one that I have built. It's the only one that I've put money into upgrading. So. It's yeah, I don't really have any other 1v1 decks built, so Noob, I have not banned you. I still see your messages. I wonder okay, we're not going to be able to kite that over. Just going to have to go with a defensive Battle Ram, I guess. And I think we can. All right, this is not starting off great. I think the rocket's going to splash the tower as well. Okay. Use drill on defense. I guess that probably would have been that wouldn't have been a bad thing to do for the P.E.K.K.A. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll save that for. Maybe I'll do that this time. Yeah, I think I will actually need to just to pull the Goblin Giant as well. I don't know why you're freaking out. You have Ewiz. Oh, you're playing that. You're playing the Ewiz Goblin Drill. I don't know why it took me so long to realize what deck you were playing. Isn't this the one that Jinxie played? Like 8 months ago or something. Like I remember him used to play this. I remember he used to play this deck. The one with Goblin Machine, Goblin Giant. I have to cycle back to get to a decent answer. Alright, if we get incredibly lucky, maybe the bowler will splash the tower. Okay, no, it's not going to. Can you drill me after? That's going to be a hard no. We're not going to be doing that. All right, good game. Yeah. Nav, if you want a 1v1, we can. I like to 1v1 with random decks. It makes it a bit more difficult. It adds a bit of variety to the Golem deck, which I play all the time anyway, and there's no stakes to it. Like if we lose, it's not like we lose trophies. It's not like we lose a rank in ranked mode. So I like to play random decks in 1v1s just because, this is a friendly battle. There's no stakes. There's no stakes to the game. This deck looks interesting. We will give it a try regardless. Get in line. There's no line for that. There's not a line for the. Okay. Navi, you have. I guess you do have. Okay, you have 10,000 trophies. For some reason, I thought that you were. I thought that you had lower trophies. So. Noob, you want to play a random 1v1 as well? You can do that after. That is something that you can get in line for. There is a line for 1v1s. So if you want to get in line for the 1v1, you can do that. What are you playing here? You're playing some kind of hyperbait deck, it looks like, or regular bait. Yeah, we'll just get that out of here. And we will respawn these as well. Even with the skeletons there, we should still get like a couple goblin trips. Alright. Alright. Alright, you know what? If you want to spit at me, here you go. Here's some BM for you. Go with your Dark Goblin at the bridge. I dare. I know you want to do it. I know that. I know you want to go with your. Oh, okay, it's over there. I guess I probably could have avoided the tower as well and got a little bit of. I think that still would have killed the Dark Goblin, and it would have gotten some chip damage as well. We will go with an E-Golem now. Alright. We have Void for this thing. The E-Golem is not really going to get any damage, but it's alright. Evo Archer. Evo Archer is going to get some damage, though. Okay. You're gonna do a random deck too, Nathan? Alright. All we need is a little bit more minor chip. I wonder if we could just... Could we void cycle at this point? Just void cycle the tower? What the... Where did that thing come from? Alright, come on, E-Golem. I think we'll just void the cannon this time. Like, technically we could void the Dark Goblin, but if we void the cannon, the E-Golem will just go straight to the tower, and we can just freeze. And, that's gonna do it for us. Alright, good game. Good game, Nav. Ego boost session? Okay, it's not an ego boost. Like, I am using a randomly generated deck with only one Evo, so it kind of balances out. We'll generate another deck, and we actually have a few Evos here to choose from. We could go with either of these. We could go with Evo Snowball as well. This is actually interesting. Evo Snowball could be good at helping the mortar to lock on the tower. But Evo E-Dragon, I think E-Dragon is really weak if it's not Evo'd. So, what were you doing wrong, and how can you improve? I don't know. That's a good question. What do you guys think? How could Nav have improved I think we'll. I think we should be able to shut down enough pushes with 2 buildings and Evo Snowball. So we're not going to Evo the E-Drag. We're going to Evo the Snowball and the Mortar. Um, this could be a bad choice. I know that the E-Dragon is typically pretty weak if it's not Evo'd, but um, we'll give it a try regardless. Um, I have that emote somewhere. Where is it? Over here? Alright. Electro Dragon is actually going to come in really clutch here. Um, we don't even need the Evo version, and it's gonna save us from the Sparky. But you're playing Sparky Hog Rider. Sparky Hog Rider Knight. I mean, I would say. I don't know. As far as advice, Nav, that you could do better, I would have maybe I would have tried splitting. Maybe try splitting the wall breakers instead, because I had Bar Barrel, so I think I had enough answers to just bar barrel it when they were on the same side. So I think I would have just tried, if something you try is not working out, try mixing it up. So since you kept wall breakering on the same side and not really getting a lot of damage, I would have tried splitting wall breakers instead. Just try mixing it up, because your opponent kind of gets into they kind of get familiar with this cycle. And so they kind of get comfortable with knowing that you're gonna go wall breakers every time. So just try mixing it up so that they don't know what to expect. Just because whenever you went wall breakers at the bridge, I was kind of, I don't know, I was just expecting them to be on the same side, and they were. I was expecting the cannon to be in the same position when it was. So I would just try. I don't know. I don't know if this is making any sense, but I would just try mixing things up so that your opponent doesn't know what to expect. If your wall breakers are not breaking through by themselves, then split them. So I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. We are actually back to another mortar, so probably bad to do that into a knight, but the Spirit Empress is just kind of chilling there. This is still anyone's game at this point. Like, I think. Do we have a big spell? We have Snowball as our spell. Alright, let's just go with this and then be ready for barbs. Alright. Good game, Nathan. Good game. Watch the chat? Okay. You mostly split, you're not sure why you didn't? Yeah, I don't know. I would say... I don't know. I would say splitting is normally a good idea. You win against P.E.K.K.A. Witch Wizard Clone. That's a weird. I've never seen that in one deck. So that's impressive. You were able to win against that. This is the next deck it gives us, and it must have been listening to us, because it gave us P.E.K.K.A, Witch, and Expo when you said that you beat P.E.K.K.A Witch Clone with Expo, and now this is the next generated deck it's given us. So we have Expo and P.E.K.K.A in the same deck, which is a bit weird. We'll play. Is there like an Expo? All right, we'll play in Silent Sanctuary. All right, we're trying this deck out with with P.E.K.K.A. and X. Okay, and you already know what I'm playing. Yeah, of course. You're watching. You're in the chat, so obviously you know that I'm playing Bo. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. Wait, what the? All right. Did not mean to do that. Um, it would be great if we could still win this, but this is such a heavy deck, but we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait until he plays something. Yeah, I know you already know. You already know what I'm playing. Um, obviously, you're watching. Obviously, you're in the stream, so you know now what to expect. What are you playing, by the way? Barbs. All right. You're playing Witch as well. This is actually not bad for us. We do have Mother Witch, so we'll kind of put this up high to try and snipe some of those skeletons, get some pigs out of this. And we do get some pigs on the tower. We'll just arrow all of this to kill it, and we get a little bit of damage, I guess. We're going to take a dash if we don't go with that. Arrowing my own princess tower because she was feeling itchy. Alright, this deck is actually... I mean, we're winning right now, so... This is not all bad. Oh, you're playing Expo. Okay, that's why you were doing that. I was wondering. I was like, I thought you were just watching the stream and you knew what I was playing, but I guess that makes more sense. You were doing the Expo emote because that's what you were using. All right, hopefully we can turn a couple of these zappies into pigs. And we will actually go with one of these ourselves. And Goblin Giant. Alright, what in the world is this? I guess we do have Lightning as a spell, so we could... Why aren't we doing this on the Witch? I know I could have lightning the tower as well, but oh, that was a bad minion horde. It's just gonna get splashed by. It's just gonna get splashed by the witch. Yeah. That was bad defense by me there. Had that game in the bag, and then we choked. Noob, are you removing people's messages? Why? Because he said L noob. Noob, don't, why are you're not even deleting bad messages. Nav said W Josh, and you deleted the message. Okay, noob, stop. Okay, stop deleting people's messages. Let people message. Bad P.E.K.K.A. was into the zappies, you mean? Let me see which one. Let me see which one that was. I think I did do a P.E.K.K.A. into a. Oh, P.E.K.K.A. in the back, you mean? Yeah. Okay, I probably shouldn't have gone with a P.E.K.K.A. in the back, knowing that you were going on the left side. All right, fair enough. Yeah, P.E.K.K.A. is not a card that I use almost at all, so I still need to get better at learning how to use it. Yeah, the one I put in the back. Yeah, that was not a great P.E.K.K.A. Let's generate another deck. What is this? Mega Minion, Lava Hound, Sparky Miner, and no Evos. Even if I did have like more Evos unlocked, there's still not an Evo in this deck. So, does anyone want to play with this monstrosity of a deck? You probably have a pretty good chance of winning. Is Nav banned? I don't think so. I guess Nav isn't Nav, you're still here, right? It doesn't say that. It says that you've removed a couple messages from him, but it doesn't say that he's banned. So you'll play. All right, you'll play against. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Lava Hound freeze. Hercules, you want a 1v1? Alright, I guess we will. It's going to be harder, because I think Hercules has, what, 12,000 trophies? And, I think you're at, what, 7,500 or something? So, I'm going to try playing a little bit differently. I'm going to try playing with the iPad laying down. Normally I try to hold it up with one hand and tap with the other hand, but I'm just going to try laying it flat on the desk. That way I can kind of use both hands to tap and use cards. I don't know if that's a better way to go about it, but we'll give it a try. We will just, you know what, we'll start. We'll go with a Lava Hound. What are you playing? Another pump? What do you? Is this pump cycle? What in the world is this? We don't have a spell to kill like a firecracker or something, so we'll just have to. I guess we'll just have to miner, and that should. I guess you do have like infinite spirits, so dealing with Sparky should not really be an issue. Hold on, the Lava Hound is... Okay. Let's say Lava Hound is tanking. Might as well fireball that as well. Yeah, what is this? This is... I mean, this is literally... Pump cycle? You're saving up for something. Is this Mega Knight cycle? What is this? Alright, we'll start minering the pumps, just because we can only fireball so many of them. Okay, Mirror is in the deck also. This is probably a bad Lava Hound, but... Alright, are you going for your push now? Alright, what is it? What are you saving up for? What in the world is this? Are you even going to have time to get a push off? I mean, there's 20 seconds left. We'll just freeze this as well. What are you saving up for? Was it Berserker Cycle? Okay, what were you playing? What was this deck? Was there actually something that you were saving? I haven't kept track if you've played 8 cards or not. I guess we'll see. Okay, it was literally Berserker Cycle. I would say it seems like you had a poor matchup there because you didn't have anything for the Lava Hound, didn't have any air cards except for Zap. We are generating another deck, and we actually do have 2 Evos this time. So We'll play Nathan with this one. I ruined it with Miner and Berserker Cycle. Yeah, I guess I did have Pump and I did have Fireball and Miner for the pumps. So what was that? All right. And I did have Lava Hound, and you didn't have any air cards. So I would say that was that was a pretty unfortunate matchup for you. You definitely you probably could have won, but it was just the matchup was not ideal. And we have actually been given Rocket in this deck as well, so that is good for us. Okay, we're not going to tornado that just because I don't think that would be worth it. Witch Cycle. I guess I could try out Witch Cycle. Just Witch and Spirits. I guess we'll have to use Barbs to defend the Wizard. Even though Wizard is a splash card, the only other option we had was to tank the Wizard shots with the Giant, which was maybe a better bet, but all right, we're close as far as damage goes. The only thing that's going to be a nuisance is the Wizard, so we just have to rocket the... Alright, you're smart for splitting them up. We're going to rocket them regardless with the Tornado. We did miss the tower, but we hit both of... both of those cards. We're actually going to go just for a Giant here as well. Please just get one hit, Giant. Okay, it does get a hit. As long as we cannot choke this game, we will be good. I think we need 2 rockets in order to win. You want me to play Witch Cycle? You want me to play Expo Witch Cycle? I mean, I could certainly try that out. That was actually a really bad tornado. I was kind of hoping it would. I mean, I don't know what I was hoping there, but we are going to win with this. With this deck. Alright, you just want me to play Expo and Witch, and then cycle cards? Alright, let's build your deck. So Evo, Witch, Expo, and then Expo's up here, and then a bunch of cycle cards. Use Valkyrie. Okay, in Trophy Road, I don't have the Evil Valkyrie unlocked. The only, you know what? We do have Evo Snowball. Maybe we use that. How did you play? You used a random deck? Oh, I didn't even notice that. But let's see. Your random deck was Skeleton Barrel, Evo Skeletons, Evo Furnace. Okay, kind of a bait deck with Wizard and Furnace. Oh, I think you played decent. I mean, you came within 500 damage. We will add Valkyrie, even though it's not the evil version. We'll just play Valkyrie and then a bunch of cycle cards. We actually will play Ice Wizard as well. But alright, we're going to be playing 2.9 Expo Witch Cycle. Alright. You're pretty good for a random deck. Yeah, if that was a random deck that you've never used before, then I think you did alright. We are now trying... Okay. I see you're taking my strategy and splitting them now. What the? All right, good luck. I am gonna need it against this thing. All right, Boss Bandit, Wall Breakers, Bait Cycle. This is gonna be interesting. We do have Witch for the Boss Bandit, which is going to be good. And you're probably back to it already, so just go with this now. You're going to go with it over there. Okay, hopefully you dash backwards. We're really going to have to use Evo Snowball. Alright. No! Alright, Nav, you're BMing already? It's not over yet, though. It is not over yet. Alright, okay. Even with a Valkyrie there, that one Wall Breaker still gets damage. Skill Cycle. Alright, we haven't gotten much damage yet. The Wi-Fi is not great. Alright, we'll go Witch in the same lane. Is that gonna... That's not gonna kite it. Well played. Alright. We do not have enough for a bow. Okay. We have 30 seconds. Alright, I don't think we have enough damage to even get there. Alright, yep, you like to BM, don't you? I could have played that much better as well. Alright. Clearly we got a BMer on our hands. Don't use Witch against Boss Bandit. Isn't Witch a counter to Boss Bandit? Why couldn't he play games like this against you? It's been a long stream, man. I'm wearing out. This happens every stream. I start out strong and then I start regressing. Maybe I need more substance to this deck. Like a bunch of spirits is good for cycle, but there's not a whole lot of... They don't really provide much substance outside of just being able to cycle. Maybe we go the noob path and put in something like noob likes Royal Delivery. So we'll put Delivery in there. Cycle is a little bit heavier now, but it might be able to help against those Dark Goblins and whatnot. Some substance, like a good player, that would probably be helpful. Alright, good luck. See if he knows how to activate King. He does, but I don't really mind because we're playing bow, so it's not really gonna help out too much. Mod nav. Um, don't know about that one. Alright, hopefully we can keep this witch alive. Okay, no, we can't. Alright. We're just going to go with this now. Golem. Alright, Expo is our only building. We don't have... We could have gone... We could have gone the noob way and put in Tesla, because typically he has 2 buildings in his deck. That's why it does good against Golem. At least with this, we have a quick cycle deck, so we're back to Expo again. And even though there's a Royal Delivery there, we're actually still going to go with it. Just because surely he's not back to Golem already. Okay. Let's vote for unmodding noob. Mother Witch as well, really? Alright, fair enough. Why would you roll delivery as well, though? Why would you want to clear out the skeletons if you're playing Mother Witch? Alright, let's wait till this poison expires. We have not gotten much damage on his tower yet. Is he going to be back to Golem? Probably. You don't give ban? We're having a little bit of trouble breaking through here. The good news is that we have Evo Snowball. So we'll just wait for whatever else he plays. Alright, at least it'll lock onto the Mother Witch and kill it before it can spawn any more skeletons, but I think you might have bested me here. We are going to go with an Expo anyway, just to pull the Golem. I don't know why I snowballed the ground there. Horrible plays by me here. Yeah. New. Maybe this. Maybe your deck idea was. Maybe your deck idea was better. Maybe it's better to have Tesla in there as a second building, just for the golems. Why didn't I snowball? I don't know. It's I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Got a Spanish man wanting to join the clan. How many do we have? 49? All right, let's go back to the generated decks were working out better for us. Um, Joke's on you, your dad already left you. What does that have to do with anything? What? All right, well, should we just go back to our sinful ways, play Golem ourselves? Um, am I ending stream? Um, no, I wasn't going to end stream. I mean, it's probably going to end soon anyway, just because it's getting into the afternoon. But I wasn't going to end it. I wasn't going to end it yet. You need to sleep, noob. All right. Well, hope you sleep well. What? Let me look up what time it is in Russia. I guess Russia has a bunch of different time zones, but what time is it? In Russia, it's alright. In Moscow, it's 1:30 a.m. Alright. Well, hope you sleep well, noob. Where's the reaction video? I left a comment earlier in one of my YouTube in this morning's YouTube video. I think when you asked about it, but I've been last couple of days have been kind of hectic. I haven't been able to record it yet. I missed everything? What does that even mean, I missed everything? You never lose sleep over your streams. And exactly at your bedtime. Collab with Grotz. We're not going to be collabing with Grotz. Looks like we're against Bo. I would assume, just based on the yeah, looks like we are up against Expo. So we will see how this goes. I wonder if I could try to play by looking at the I could try to play by looking at the screen, like looking at the studio mode, where it shows what my camera setup looks like. It's just a smaller screen. I could try and play that way. That would be kind of a goofy way to go about it, but we could try it. Collab with Diddy and Berserker. We're not gonna be doing that. Collab with isn't Diddy in jail somewhere? I don't know. I don't really follow that too much, but I would assume he's not in a good place right now. So Fenrir, I'm locked in. I mean, I'm as locked in as I can. I'm as locked in as I can be. Which, to be fair, might not be very locked in, but I'm as locked in as I can be right now. I mean, at this point, we have both Evos. I'm just kind of waiting to see what side he decides to go in on. It seems like he's kind of waiting to do the same thing. So we'll call him up high just so that it should attract the Expo even if he plays it on. What was that? I mean, alright, don't know about that Expo, but I don't know, might end up working out, I guess. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Like, it seems unintentional, but on the other hand, you would think if that was a mistake, he would have said oops or something, but I don't know. You need to study. Why do you keep expoing back there? What is this? this a new strategy that I? Is this a new strategy? Um, Surely that's not actually where you expo. Like, surely this is just a troll. But uh, yeah, Nav, you're from India, so I guess it is pretty. I guess it's pretty. Um, Pretty early over there. It's what, it's 12 and a half hours ahead, so it would be 4 a.m. there. Yeah, if you need to go study, that is much more important than staying here. Yeah, it's an elixir pump placement, playing it behind the towers. But by all means, I mean you can expo wherever. Um, all right, well I don't really know what that was, but good game, I guess. Um, well played. I would say well played, but I don't know that that was well played by you. It was probably just a troll, to be fair, but all right, give me just 1 second here. All right, I think we're going to let me see. Do you think there should be more text options for Clash, like the oops and well played? More text options? Um, when you play Expo, you have to play it like that against Golem. Do you really? Is that okay? I didn't know. Is that an actual strategy that like pros use and whatnot? Just because the Golem won't target it? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anyone play it like that at a professional level, but um, I don't know. I would think it'd be a good idea to put it up front so that it still kind of pulls the Golem away from the tower, even though it is getting targeted by the Golem. I don't know. I think it would be honestly if there were more text options in the chat, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. I think it'd be kind of funny to have more options available to you. Um, so, all right. I think we're gonna I think we're gonna log off in just a couple of minutes. But is there anything else you guys want to see before we log off for the day? Um, should we should we jump back into any particular mode? Do any of you guys want to play a 1v1 or a 2v2 before we go? Because I'll probably need to log off after another match or two here. I think it's more a strategy against E-Dragon. I guess that kind of makes sense if there is an E-Dragon, because if you play anything by the Expo, it's just going to chain and damage the Expo. Um, so I don't know. I mean, maybe there are some very specific. Also, there's a plane flying overhead, so if you guys hear something in the background, then that's what that is. Um, a "you're gay" option. There is actually a. Isn't there an emote that kind of says that as well? There's that Prince Rainbow emote somewhere. Um, let's see. I thought that was kind of a way of saying it. The prince with the little rainbow over it. Um, should be somewhere over here with the other prince emotes. Um, But you guys know which one I'm talking about? The one with the prince and then the little rainbow goes overhead. I thought that was kind of a way of people saying that. So even though there wasn't specific text that said it, you know, if someone was playing Mega Knight or something, you could comment that emote. I don't have it unlocked, but yeah, I would think it'd be somewhere over here, but um, I don't see it. I'm not being bombed. Um, I think those are like fighter jets or something. But that emote is from my past. Okay, that makes sense. It's one that you can't unlock normally. Yeah, pigs have the rainbow as well with the. Oops, I did not mean to play it like that. I snowballed the grass just to give some freshness to the arena. Um, I think Dark Prince should pretty much take care of that, but we'll kind of. Maybe I should have played Monk for the Archer Queen. I just wasn't. Um, I don't know. I guess I didn't want to spend 5 elixir on it, but maybe I should have. Um, a text would be better. I think a text would be better because emotes are always kind of, emotes are always subjective. You can kind of interpret them however you want. But it's like if there was an actual text that said that, I would use that. I would use that against any Mega Knight player. So it would be nice if there were some more text options because right now there's only 6, which is just very limited. I wonder, can we deflect? Okay, not a bad monk anyway, just because it'll tank the musketeer. But I was thinking, just in case he went with his goblin barrel there. And we actually will deflect just to kill the couple goblins in the back. All right. You should come up with some inside slaying while Noob is gone. You know what? We'll just. I'm sorry. That is on me. Yeah, this is definitely a sign to log off after this game. It's a sign when you're making plays like that maybe it's time to call it a day. I mean, technically we haven't lost yet, but I wonder if we can protect this musketeer a little bit. Alright, we reflect the log as well. I think that'll actually... Yeah, I think we'll actually win the game there. We just need a rocket and lightning. We'll be good. Or maybe we could even monk. Alright, we'll end it there. Well, we'll end the stream on one of those. I protected his cards from the lightning. Yeah, I did. That was pretty bad. But we won in the end. It ended up working out. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm I'm going to. Yeah, that was a good game. Um, Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think tomorrow, assuming we get a good night's sleep and we wake up early and we're feeling good, we're feeling refreshed. Um, I think we will jump back into some ranked gameplay tomorrow. Nathan, you and Fenrir are going to come up with some slang. Um, we've only lost we've only lost a couple 2v2s. I think our decks normally have um, pretty good synergy. Golem is a pretty good deck with Three Musketeers, um, and Rocket. We both have a big spell, which is good at. Yeah, I mean, I think we normally do pretty well at 2v2s. Um, all right, Fenrir. Yeah, there's no need to call us trash. Um, we ended up winning. A win is a win, right? Maybe we didn't play ideally, but at the end of the day, we won a game. That's all that matters. So tomorrow, assuming we wake up, assuming we wake up on the right side of the bed, we'll be jumping back into some ranked mode tomorrow. How about squash for unskilled players? How about squash for skilled players? Because otherwise, what? I'm just a what? If I'm Josh Squash, then I'm just Josh unskilled player. Which I guess maybe that's fitting based on how I play today. Maybe that's a fitting title, but what we could do if you wanted to come up with slang, it could be like vegetable slang, because obviously it's called. Obviously the channel is Josh Squash. The profile picture is of a squash vegetable, so we could come up with vegetable slangs. We could call people like carrots or zucchini or something, and each of those could mean something, just because we already have squash as the channel theme. So I don't know. If just an idea. If you guys wanted to come up with vegetable slang, that's an option. Just as far as fitting the channel name. Calling someone a vegetable is offensive. I mean, no, we wouldn't be calling them a vegetable. It would be vegetable themed. It wouldn't be saying like I know vegetable is used to refer to someone who's like disabled, but we wouldn't be calling them vegetables. It would be themed around that. So like, calling someone a tomato could mean something. Calling someone a cucumber or ladyfinger. Isn't that a? Let me look up what that is. I know that's it's on the tip of my tongue. I know. I'm blanking on what that is. I know there's ladyfinger like cookies and whatnot. Is that actually a vegetable though? They're light egg-shaped sponge. Oh, okay, no, they are cookies. Ladyfinger is vegetable. Okay, no, there are ladyfinger vegetables. Okra. All right. A little bit of a suspicious name, but technically it's used to refer to a vegetable. We're gonna sign off, so I don't know if we'll have time to discuss the slang today, but just an idea. Maybe off stream you can come up with some ideas, Nathan. Maybe you can come up with some ideas of vegetable terminology, and we can discuss them in tomorrow's stream. Noob is probably going to be here for that, but I mean we shouldn't exclude him. I think he struggles. I think he struggles with English enough that he's probably not going to use the terminology. I mean, I guess he does. He actually does use mushroom to refer to mid-ladder players. So he actually does kind of use a vegetable terminology already, but it's not like we should exclude him. Like, I think he's going to have difficulty enough catching on to it, just because his English is a little bit broken. So how about cucumber for Mega Knight players, because that's what they stick up? Actually, yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. That is a fitting name. You love ladyfingers? Okay, Fenrir. All right. Joseph Mushroom. Yeah, we're gonna sign off. That's gonna be our sign to sign off. But thank you everyone for joining. Maybe Fenrir, if you want to, you can come up with some ideas. Um, but Nathan, if you want to come up with some vegetable terminology as well, um, we can go over it next time and see if we can have a little bit of vegetable slang for the channel. Um, Jack, you're wondering if I play Merge Tactics? I used to. I haven't really been playing the last couple of seasons. Um, but there was a time when I think there's in collections or something. I did earn I got to Diamond League one season. It was several months ago though. But I was really into Merge Tactics. I haven't really played it recently. Um, but if that is something that you would be interested in seeing, I can definitely make, a video on it. I've made a few videos on Merge Tactics already, but none of them have been really recent. Um, we could play a little bit of Merge Tactics on stream as well. So to answer your question, I did play it quite a bit, but I haven't recently. Um, I did get, I think I finished like 7,500 in a particular season, but I just haven't been playing it recently. Um, because of, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of slowed down once they added these two rulers. Um, I don't know. I don't enjoy playing against Echo Sage. So I've kind of slowed down playing Merge Tactics. Um, but we can always play more of it if that's something you'd want to see. If you're just joining, we're just signing off on the stream, but we'll be back tomorrow. We could play a little bit of Merge Tactics if you'd be interested in seeing that. Um, but tomorrow we will either be playing ranked mode if we're feeling good, or if we're still feeling pretty sluggish and not at the best, then we'll probably be trying out a different game mode. But what is Echo Sage? It's essentially she's a ruler, which I guess there's not gameplay, but there's a timer. Like, I think it starts at level 1, there's a 9-second timer. Whenever the 9 seconds goes off, it rushes at the nearby enemy and just knocks them off the map. And every time it knocks off an enemy, it adds a star to it. It goes up a level, and the countdown gets quicker. It starts being able to knock back more enemies, and so essentially you end up going against it. And there are some people that have 3 or 4 star Echo Sages. Okay, it's a rhetorical question. All right, you know what? It's hard to tell when you're being serious, but essentially, I don't know if it's a she or a he or a they. I don't know what it is, but she's just an OP ruler, and I don't like. I don't know. I don't like playing against her, and so once she or he was added, I kind of slowed down playing the Merge Tactics game mode and started playing the normal one. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who joined. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, I'll see you either in the next